All right. Goodness. So, welcome everybody to Lean in the Ladies Room KY Radio. I have my lovely guest, Miss Tamika Dozier. I'm going to let her introduce and tell y'all what she's got going on. I got my man, our program director, Mr. Andre Williams is in the building. And yet to be named show, we got Dame.
Yeah.
That's Dame Debiase.
Dame is in the building, y'all. We got to give him a big welcome to the Power 106 family.
Yeah, man.
Y'all gonna see him more because he's gonna guest host with me on my show, and we gonna, we gonna break him in, y'all. Break him in. Ladies, we gonna break him in.
I gotta do the ladies' room.
Yeah.
We got some good topics. Matter of fact, one of my topics in March is called Bedroom Madness. We're gonna talk about bedroom king, role playing, BDSM, and all that type of stuff. And I got a sex expert coming on.
The type of stuff that keep men from cheating.
Basically, I got 5 foreign husbands, honey. I got 5 foreign husbands, honey. They wives is at my show every show. I'm just saying. But we're gonna talk about that more later.
Yeah, so it shouldn't take much. All you gotta do is, good meal, little bob and weave action, we at home.
Not the bob and weave action.
What is bob and weave action?
Let's explain what the bob and weave action is.
We're not here to talk about that yet. You gotta go into your topic, ask whatever questions you have.
You said to keep from cheating.
On the board.
Yeah,
you gotta have a good cooked meal.
Yeah.
And some bob and weave action.
So you like to fight? Because that's the best thing.
I'm confused. This is a boxing match.
Right, you want to fight.
You abusive. No warm up shit right there.
I was confused. Like, which way we going with this?
Oh man, bob and weave action is an old school term. Shout out to the crew, my man Cullen, my man Leroy, Linwood, Darrell, Tyrone. Bob and weave action. That's the crew. That's the homies right there, man. You'll be seeing them soon on Power 106. No. This is crew conversations.
But you're telling all the home business.
No. This is crew conversation. This is general knowledge, man.
Okay.
Bob and weave is little stuff, a little throat and mouth, man. That's Bob and weave action. You gotta be able to do what you gotta do.
Okay. In other words, what we call giving head.
Yeah, you know what I'm
saying?
In simpler terms.
That's the mic.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the mic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the mic.
Don't say it like that. That sounds bad. Oh my God. Don't do that.
We was just saying, we was
not to mention the way she was
confused.
Yeah, that's the mic.
Yeah.
Okay. Jill Scott action. That's the newest term, the Jill Scott action.
Yeah, go 2018 with it and stuff. Yeah, that's cool too.
I got to write that.
Hey, you not gonna act like. You not gonna act like that didn't really happen, and like it did nothing for nobody.
It did a lot for a lot of people that didn't know. But Jill has been giving you hints for a while now.
No, Jill's been telling everybody for forever.
It's just now catching on. She actually had to do the action for people to realize, like,
the Bob and Weave action.
That's what the songs will be about. Okay, so that's the reason why she's so happy all the time, because
she was in some heat.
Yeah, that's
okay. I didn't know Jill had that. Jill is talented.
Jill is talented.
Like, she's always been talented, but that was a new talent.
That's not
Just got it?
Yeah, that's
all right. So, y'all, we're going to interrupt the conversation real quick.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Tamika, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell everybody about you real quick.
Yeah, so anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Tamika Dozier, and I am Miss Leak Your Own Nudes. I do a cultural curation art exhibit every year. I always do it in Women's Month because it is for women. It is about women. Women hold the platform. Men are always welcome to come, but you all are pretty much just there for whatever we need y'all to be there for. Yeah, basically. Y'all get to,
enjoy the
pretend to be first. So during Lion, it's really just a women's empowerment movement. So this year is the Trap Art Edition. It's a little different from the other shows that I have done. A lot of my other shows have been focused on like body positivity and sex positivity. And just like most women, that's not all that we have to offer. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't get stuck in that genre or that expectation of it always being sex and it always being body and it always being those things. But that there is also, some other layers to Lion. So this year with the Trap Art Edition, we are diving into female crime bosses. So we are spotlighting some of my favorite female crime bosses, and we're also spotlighting what the effects of the women being in those lifestyles, what it has done to like families, community. I've done some really great interviews with some ladies who are locked up out in PB Valley. They gave me the opportunity to come out there and talk with them kind of about their stories and what they've gone through and what they are currently going through being incarcerated. I've talked with some great women who are no longer incarcerated, but kind of like what that transition was like and what kind of like pushed them to be in the streets and why and what that did to like their personalities and their persona. So when you come this year, you're entering into a trap house. I've taken you to my bedroom. I've taken you, to my dungeon. And this year I'm taking you to my kitchen. So, we're going to cook up some really hot shit. We've got, I think I've got like between 12 and 15 different artists this year. I always provide free food. I always have an open bar. There's a live DJ. And this year, what I'm doing that's a little bit different than other years, I want everyone to send out cards. So when you come in, there will be a room that I'm calling the mugshot room, and you'll kind of get to sit. If you know somebody who's incarcerated and you want to specifically send them some mail, I have plenty of blank cards there, and you can fill them out, and I will mail it out for you. And if you don't know anybody who's incarcerated, just put something encouraging in them so that I can send them out, because mail is a really, really important part. I picked that up during my interviews that is like the communication with the outside world is so important to people that are incarcerated. So
okay. Well, I'm definitely gonna be there.
Yes,
absolutely. All right, everybody knows Dre. Dre. Even though, y'all stay tuned to my Facebook page because I'm gonna post something funny and I'm gonna tag him in it because somebody said something about him and I'm petty. Mm-hmm. Okay, Dre, you can talk about what you got going on.
I'm still just trying to find the bathroom.
I can't stand him. That's why we have to have a relationship.
I still don't know where the bathroom is in this place, man. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand.
This is gonna get bad. You said this is gonna get bad.
That's so petty.
Oh man. Okay. All right. What do I have going on, man? Y'all already know pretty much everything I have going on. As you know, my main focus is right now Speak on the Radio, Power 106, building this network and being a network of the people, being able to bring people out, be a part of the network, be interviewed on the network, come out and just get what they have going on out to the people. Be an information source. Be in situations where, if you've always wanted to go up to the radio station and talk about what you had going on, whether it be something social-wise, event-wise, or even music-wise, some of the other stations, you might not be able to do that. Here, we are welcoming you to do so. Bring your information, bring what you think we need to know about. Make sure that you let us know, you reach out to us, say, hey, I'd like to get my information out. Because we don't always have to go out and find the guests. Sometimes the guests come to us, and that's good. We want people to be informed about what's happening. So we're building that up. Secondly, the Regality Models and Talent Group. We are moving, man. You are seeing some of our models in a little bit of every show, every photo shoot, movies, plays, a little bit of everything, and we are continually growing. I interviewed a few models earlier on today, so we're adding on to the team. Makeup artists, photographers, anybody who wants to be a part of this thing as it's growing, please reach out to me to do so. Both of which are my daughter's name. This is the reason why I'm doing all this. This is for Miss Olivia and Miss Andrea. Everything is for them. Of course, Director of Regional Sales with Sprint, still doing that. Event planning, a little bit of everything, man. So, of course, Power 106, we just signed a deal with Bourbon Hall, so you're getting ready to catch us a little bit of everything in regards to event, whether it be Gucci in May, City Girls in May, Young Dolph this weekend, Rich the Kid 2 weeks from now, T Grizzly next weekend. Look, we're going to be in there. We're going to be your source to get you free tickets to get you in there. And then, of course, we're going to have a VIP lounge in there set up for everybody to come through. Maybe be able to skip that bar out there in the main area, come through, get a drink from us, and keep it moving, all right? There you go.
All right.
That was a hell of an introduction. Okay. Am I supposed to speak up?
You gotta go next.
Oh,
you gotta go next.
No, this man just released an album. We got part 2 of
Public Enemy. It's a series I started. I got Public Enemy 2 out now. It's on all digital platforms. It's on every mixtape site, so you can either pay for it You know, if you're proud to pay, or you can go get it for free. Either or, I support. Just put out a new video, the intro flow. Just got done filming Frat House, which is sold out. It's premiere in Louisville.
That's right.
More movies coming, more music coming, and you know, looking forward to getting into the radio. So that's what I got going on.
You talk about that's not nothing. That's enough right there in itself. Movies, music, radio.
That's a whole lot.
I'm talking about it, man. This
Hey,
one's
I
on
feel like
2019 was
that's real
good.
Jamaican going
I'm
on.
looking for the bathroom, bro.
Hey man, some point in time before we get out of here, we're gonna find out where it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, we ain't gonna go together, but you find out where it is.
The
You come
ladies'
back and
room.
tell them
Boy.
that. Yeah,
Hey,
that side of things
anything
get ready to
can
get
happen
rough,
and be
man.
said at meeting in the ladies' room. I guess we gonna see you new to this, so we gotta like ease you in a little bit. Dre's been around, you know, meeting the ladies' room for some years now, so he kind of knows how it's go. Dre's almost been kidnapped for meeting in the ladies' room, so Dre's, you know, used to being victimized.
I'm lucky to be alive, man.
Right.
Yeah, he's used to being victimized a little bit.
Yeah.
But, so with that being said, real quick, let me shout out this week's sponsors. We have Trista Loves Cooking, LLC, Food Truck and Catering. Shout out to her and the lemonades. I need another jug of lemonade. Mine is gone. I'm really upset behind my lemonade being gone. Like,
Is that the lemonade that you've had?
yeah, I know I drank it like
Oh.
in like less than a day.
Oh, that's good stuff. What's the name of it?
It's Trista Loves Cooking. Her lemonade. She's one of my sponsors. I'm gonna have to bring up a jug this weekend. Like real stuff. Like this lemonade, y'all. Like
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay.
yeah, and it has the real fresh fruit in it.
Oh, that's
And she
nice.
does like you could do like strawberries with pineapple or orange and strawberries or orange and pineapple. And then she got a blue one.
She's talking about now. We
Right.
That's the slide.
can't have any.
Damn.
Like, hey, I'm telling y'all, like, y'all, I mean, we gonna support her definitely. We're definitely gonna. She's gonna be our official caterer for all of the Power 106 events that we're gonna be having. So she will be selling plates or serving whatever food we decide we want to have at our events that we're gonna be doing starting, I think, this coming month actually. Shout outs to Meeting in Ladies Room, the Diamond Divas of Louisville. Once again, my homegirls, they always support and put on for the city. We got something big coming in June. I'm gonna talk about that in Diva Talk and recap. We got a comment?
Yeah, someone says, how we winning and am I too late?
No, we are going to tell y'all in just a second about these tickets. You're not late. You're not late. We gonna get y'all these tickets. So
Oh,
tonight
boy.
we are giving away tickets to see Young Dolph. We're giving tickets away to Big Mike's Comedy Blast, which is March 9th.
Shout out Big Mike.
Shout out to Big Mike. We've got tickets for some other stuff too. But those are the two bigs that we giving tickets away. I think we got 4 tickets for Young Dolph between me and you to give away.
I'll get mine away.
You ain't-
I think I already gave one away earlier today.
Well,
You gotta get another one later.
I've got 4 to give away.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
4 tickets to give away. I'm going to ask a question, and the first person who's able to answer the question in the comments correctly wins the ticket. If I tell you win the ticket, you have to inbox me your government name that is on your ID, because that is what you will need to show at the door. So once again, throughout the broadcast tonight, I am going to ask a question. First person to answer it completely and correctly in the comments gets the free ticket.
That means no bull searching.
So,
Sounds good. Good luck to anybody who
good
has.
luck and pay attention, y'all, okay? All right, so let's get this conversation started, y'all. So, here we go. Y'all ready? Anybody need a drink? We got the candy rules on deck. Anybody need a drink? You don't drink, so we not think you know. I got water. You want a water? I got
No,
water.
I mean, if I drink anything, I'm gonna have to still use the bathroom more than I got.
Oh,
What is
you
the
in this
candy
thing. The Candy Brews, it is it's a brand that has got 25 flavors. It's a moonshine and liquor mix that is on my nose.
Oh,
Yeah.
You
And
should
they're
put
very,
some
very,
in
very
that.
delicious.
I want to try one.
You want to try one?
I do.
Okay,
You
so
wanna drink?
over there we've got the Menage a Trois. We've got Squirter.
Oh,
We've got Red Light Special, Peach Slammer, and something else is over there.
well, I've already had a squirter, but I've never had a menage a trois, so I'm trying that.
See what that's like. Baby, you okay, baby?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You
I'm okay.
I feel like I gotta check on you a little bit. Check on you a little bit.
It's
You
still-
gonna
Okay,
it's
so
still
let's
great.
explain it to
It's
you if
okay.
you don't know about the drinks.
Yeah,
You, I mean, did you get some last time?
No, I didn't. I got a ticket last time I let you know. I just wanted to let you know that. I gotta go to court.
Wait a minute. You've heard my disclaimer. I am not at fault for
I'm
nothing.
pretty hot.
Listen.
Ticket.
It's not my fault. I'm not. You can't blame me.
I'm not
for
sure if
that.
I want to drink.
Oh,
You want some? It's good.
Oh, that's
That's a
good stuff.
squirter?
no, this
No,
one's
that's
the
a
Menage a
Menage a
Trois.
What's the other name?
There's one's called Squirter. Then there's it looks like Red Light Special. This
That
one's the
sounds
Candy
This is
Apple.
dangerous, man.
Peach Slammer. And oh Lord, I can't tell if that's pineapple. I think that's pineapple too. So that's the Squirter too.
She has all these crazy names.
They all have. It's 25 flavors.
Pineapple.
I'll take a red light special.
Okay. They all have crazy names, and they
Except
got
for
started from
pineapple.
my shows. Because of my male reviews, I was making them for the shows, and the girls would like come up with crazy names for them, and it just kind of stuck. So every time I get a new flavor, it gets a crazy name.
Alright.
I like it.
Were you aware that she did mail reviews?
Yes, I was last time we came up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The more I come up here, the more
Or
I
he's
Okay.
learning.
So-
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
So she's hiring. Do you?
Yeah, ain't she free? Huh?
Are you available?
I don't
The
know.
next one's in June, so you know.
June
go ahead.
21st
You
to
know what
the
I'm
20,
saying?
23rd.
You be having the swole niggas. In
I don't know. Justin Tab, he's a local comedian. He came and did my show and killed it.
Did he?
He opened up my show as his character, Big Raymond. I can't talk today, y'all. Big Raymond Noodle. Big
So
Raymond
you got a
Noodle.
chance, man. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
they like them big, they like them little, they like all kinds. They like a variety, so I always have a variety. They like them all kinds.
I don't know if that's good for
You
me.
I mean, it's good for your
But they
brain.
make
You want
chocolate
rap her and be up in the street. Yeah, alright.
Street
Nah,
cred.
yeah, I don't know. That's
Like a
names in
game.
there throwing ass.
Nah, just throw it in a circle, baby. That's all you gotta do. Grease it
You
up.
can add it as
and
an
smell
attraction
good.
to your
Grease it up,
nose.
smell real good, and smile a lot. That's
Instead of Public Enemy, you gonna do new gonna be friend to the public.
All right, y'all, let's get
Oh,
this damn
man.
show started. All right, so here's my
That's
first
good
question.
stuff,
And I feel like we should let the guys answer first.
Okay.
So our first question is
Hey.
you two.
Sorry, my bad. That is real life specials. Yeah, alright, I'm done.
Okay. Look,
Oh,
full of
man.
me, you'll end up tasting all of them. And I'm working on 3 new flavors. I just don't
Damn,
know.
I don't want to carry out the studio. Yeah, she makes these.
I make them.
I'd be straight alcoholic.
Right. I'm a professional alcoholic, so hey, you won't be alone.
Damn, I don't want to carry out the studio, man.
All right, so here's the first question, fellas. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Is cheating only physical?
No, I ain't gonna lie.
No, definitely not.
It's Tamika.
Damn, we breaking God code like a month.
No.
No, but this is real conversation that's
That's
happening,
a safe
but
one.
here it's not happening. I'm gonna say in Louisville, Kentucky, you need to understand. My show, the purpose is having conversations that need to be had in our community.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's women, men, whatever. We
Okay.
need to start being honest about a lot of stuff.
Okay,
Because a lot of stuff that we're not honest about in our generations is now affecting our kids.
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the purpose. It's not about breaking any codes. This is general knowledge. But a lot of people, there's a lot of misconceptions. So when me and her kept saying that, people was like, what? And we were like, we're not defending cheating. We're just saying there's a lot of misconceptions and a lot of things that how people think about things.
Right.
So maybe if you open up a conversation about it, it will make people look at it different. So
Right.
you're not breaking God code.
Okay, cool.
You're not breaking God
Just
code.
wanted to clarify.
I think that cheating is situational.
Situational.
Yes.
What's an example of that?
I think that, since we're on the topic of conversation, cheating for you may be physical, right? Cheating for me, I may not consider that as cheating. I may consider cheating if you create an emotional connection with somebody. So I feel like it's situational. I feel like some people can have sex and it just be sex and that not necessarily be cheating, depending on the two people in a relationship. I also think that for some people, if you look at somebody else, they feel like you're cheating. So I feel like it's situational.
How many, in that aspect of it, statistically, how many women, asking this to you two women, how many women would consider just sex not cheating to them?
It's a very small percentage. I think
You don't
it's a small
consider sex
percentage.
cheating? Is my baby mama tuning into the
Oh boy, that's because
I-
I've never heard that before.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
crap.
there's a lot. Well, see, I guess like she's saying, she calls the situation. I think it's on the viewpoint. Me personally, I feel like you can cheat mentally, you can cheat emotionally, you can cheat physically. To me, you can't cheat physically because you done developed a whole relationship with this person, which led to you physically. Now, like she said, you go out to the club, you got turned up, and you done picked up the Ugaboo out the corner and done did it, and there's nothing else there. That may not necessarily be something that some people feel is cheating,
That's a very
or that they
small
can't get
percentage.
past,
But I
or that
think
they
that's
can't
the
get
thing.
past. Can you get past it though? That's I think the biggest thing.
'Cause
Can you
it's
work
cheating-
past
Is
it?
cheating still cheating if I'm in a relationship and my occupation is to have sex with people?
Is that cheat? Nah, cause see, when I got in a relationship with you, I knew what you was doing, so that can't be cheating.
But I mean, a lot of times we get in relationships with people and we know what they was doing, but we still, for whatever reasons, think that they're supposed to change because they're in a relationship with us.
Nah, you was doing it prior to me,
There's a
prior
level
to
of
us dating, and I
understanding
accept that.
already.
Then nah, that's not cheating.
Okay, so I was sleeping around before we started dating. How come I can't keep sleeping around?
Huh?
Huh?
Nah, cause see, now we official. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
once,
is that
once
being
we
discussed? I'm really
official-
just playing the devil's advocate because I feel like, it makes
Right.
for better conversation if we all agree. It don't always make for good conversation.
Right.
But,
That's right.
Is that not-
with women especially, women they're more, of course, this is no secret. Women are more mental.
Okay.
So with that being the case, it may not even get to a physical situation with a woman. But in some circumstances, depending on, if she has decided to venture out and start conversing and getting to know somebody, she could be still there physically, but mentally, emotionally, psychologically, she's with that other person.
But that goes for men too. Because there's a
Exactly.
lot of men, and I'm just gonna say this, especially when men now with the age of social media, they're inboxing and DMing with these women and hi, how you doing? How was your days? They're carrying full blown conversations, and now you're delving your deepest emotional feelings, or I'm having a bad day. That's an emotional connection with someone.
That's what I meant by it.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. I feel like it depends on how you look at it, how you feel about it. Me personally, I think I feel more upset when you have a mental or emotional connection with someone than a physical one. Because physical, I probably can really get over it, because if it was a thing where you went out here and lost your damn mind, bumped your head and fell in some coochie, okay, I'm not gonna probably let it go for a minute. But I would react different to that than finding out that you have been dealing with someone for months on end or years on end.
So question, and this is for anybody who wants to answer, is it the act, right, the physical act of sleeping with someone or building a connection with someone that is upsetting, or is it more so the fact that, like, that person is being dishonest with you about building a...
bro.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to
No.
think about somebody thrashing my girl, like, damn.
So
you
not the
want-
fact that she
hurt.
lied to you about it, like, you just, to me
Well,
that sounds like
well,
pride.
But my thing is,
Well,
can
you
you
know what?
consider that lying? Because it ain't that you asked and she didn't tell you. You just didn't know.
Okay, so there's this thing, right? We gotta establish, like me, I'm not never gonna tell myself I'm not a forthcoming
Take it to
person.
the
Right.
grave.
I'm not. But if you ask me, I feel like you deserve the truth. Right now, this is an understanding that I'm going to establish with you in the beginning. Also, if we both agree that, like, listen, I'm okay with you sleeping with other people, but I need to know that that's what you're doing.
And
Then-
you're being safe about it.
Yeah. So if you don't tell me, then I feel like you violated in another way.
If that's the
Because if I can't trust you, then, like, that brings in a whole nother, you know what I'm saying? A whole nother range of reasons why I need to fuck you up.
Damn, we went there already.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fellas,
You know what?
response?
I mean, just because of the fact that that's such a rarity as far as philosophy goes, to where a female is okay with the physical act of it, as long as the emotional and psychological wasn't connected to it. that's a very
I don't
rare
feel like it's
concept.
that rare. The circles that I travel in and the people that I talk to, we have these conversations all the time. And it's like, are we being honest with each other? Are we saying, hey,
You're right, Jill.
Yeah.
I'm interested in this other person, but it's only physical. Like, I really just want to sleep with them. Now, if you gave me the option to, not saying I'm going to be like, yeah, go ahead and sleep with them, but not saying that I'm not. But you're not giving me that option to be like, okay, I'm okay with that. You can have this one night with this person. If it's only physical. I feel like we don't give, like, men don't give women enough credit to think that we can handle shit. Like, we handle so much.
But it has
We know
to be.
better than to try to even put you in a
niggas is
position.
scared of
So, because y'all scared, y'all gonna lie.
So
It's gotta go both ways, because if I come to you and say, it's gotta go both ways though, and I don't feel like men are gonna be able to take a woman coming and saying, "Hey, yo,
this is how I think. If you cool with me doing that, then what are you doing? Because why would you be cool with that?
But that's
because what if it's something that I'm not cool with? Say I'm a woman who don't like giving head. I would be okay with a woman coming in and sucking your dick. I'm cool with that because I'm not gonna do it. But after that, she has to go.
I would have to that's something that you need to know before you advance any further, because you have to, if you're going to be with that person, you have to establish at that point in time, like, okay, this is a factor that's going to be a part of our relationship, and you have to understand that initially and say, okay, if I want to be with this female, I have to understand that that's just going to be part of the situation. And who's to say that later on down the road she might have turned around and say, you know what, I know how much this means to you, I'm going to at least give it a shot. And, you never know in that aspect of it. But
what if she gives it a shot and she still don't like it?
Well,
is that a deal breaker? Just because, like, everything else about her is amazing, but just because she is not into oral sex?
It's not a deal breaker, but like I said, you have to know that ahead of time. So you don't, so you can prepare yourself mentally. If you get ready to spend the rest of your life with this person, every time you get head now is going to be in your head, or with the imagination of your palm and some lotion. That's it.
I need head if we're spending the rest of our lives.
Yeah, it is. It's something simple. Yeah, it is. It's very important. It very is important. It's look,
it is, but
it's only it's small because you don't understand.
I think we get
what?
No,
pussy pockets.
You don't.
Okay. I don't want a pussy pocket. I just want my girls.
No.
She can't spit
No, I don't want to carry that in my. You go to the airport and tell you pull your pussy pocket out your
pocket. Why are you trying to get head?
Just put it in the bag.
Why would you take us to the airport with you? We talking about that home in the bedroom.
Right.
I mean,
if you my girl, why should I have a pussy in my pocket?
No,
that's not what we I'm fine. My bad. I lost it somewhere.
A pussy pocket is basically a tool you can use to jack off with. So she can use that to stimulate head. Is what we're saying.
Listen,
that's
never mind. I'm gonna sound.
No. I mean, like I said, if you're going to be with that person, you have to understand what they're comfortable and what they're not. And hopefully they understand how much that means to you, and maybe they make a determination later down the road to do something about it. If it never does, then that's just something you gotta accept. If you're going to be in a relationship, if you're, if it's really that important to you, then it's going to come down to it later on down the road.
Head is very important.
Apparently,
it is very
vital.
Right, that lets me know you care for me.
That's very important. But what if she's not good at it?
We'll teach.
We gonna learn, baby.
But if you don't like something, you're generally not going to be good at it.
You
said what happened?
If you don't like something, you generally are not going to be good at it.
Unless you use like some extra help, aids, food, fruit roll-ups.
I heard something about a grapefruit.
We are trying everything under the sun. Look, I will spend money in order to find something that you like to accompany the situation.
We got videos, everything. Put something on it. And learn how to.
Like, we're buying.
Like you said, looks like we got a comment.
We got several.
Oh wow! Okay. Okay. Our studio says about, and she's allowed to use the language. So go.
Someone said we might as well get a girl together because I don't want to be able to cheat because she's gonna think she can do it with no problem.
Thank you, brother.
And then
cheating if it's allowed.
And then the same person said, I can't be in a relationship without head. A woman said exactly Tamika, agreeing with her. And then someone says, depend on the person involved either way. If the person keeps coming back together physically on a considerate basis. Sometimes it's led to an emotional attachment. Again, it depends on the person involved. Someone else said we don't have to be able to change anyone, and the expectations and the problem in the end. It says there are people in open relationships and they're cool with whatever.
Right.
We can't change anyone, but we can pursue. Very important. Find a way to make her like it. Addictive? I don't know.
Okay. Well, thank you, people, for tuning in. And yes, we are going to read your comments. We'll try to read some of them. We're not going to get all of them.
I'm trying to keep up
We
with
had comments on this.
Y'all got comments on there too?
Nah, cheating is cheating emotionally or physically.
Oh,
That came
turn
from
off the
a female.
hotspot.
No matter how you cheat to win the game, you still cheated. Period. Extra T's.
Cheating is
Extra
cheating.
T's.
Thank you, Juice, for that.
Oh, come on, Juice. Don't do me like this.
Yeah.
And somebody
Don't
said
play
rated
me so
X
hard.
content.
Have y'all ever gotten in trouble for cheating and not even been in a relationship?
Yes.
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 So is it still
Definitely.
cheating?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, no,
I mean, and you know what? Because the
It's called
female,
co-parenting.
you know, hey,
No, say that a little louder.
It's called
oh
co-parenting.
man, yeah,
That's mom.
that's
You got a
yeah,
whole family you didn't even know about.
yeah, that's a whole different circumstance in itself.
You know.
Because
Oh.
some people,
All right, real quick, we're going to do a quick question, y'all, and then we're going to dive into whatever Dre was about to say. All right, y'all ready? Here's the first question for a Young Dolph ticket. You have to be the first person in the comments. Our studio assistant has to see that you answered it correctly. She is going to write down the names, and we will announce them at the end. But here is the first question. You got to answer the question completely incorrectly.
For how many tickets?
This is for one ticket.
Okay.
We're giving one ticket out at a time.
Okay.
One ticket at a time. Okay. First question is, in the song Preach, what did Young Dolph say his parents did? In the song Preach, Young Dolph talked about something that his parents did when he was younger that he saw them doing. What was it? Answer in the comments. First person who gets it correct wins the one ticket. So,
When was the first one?
Go play the song right quick.
Ooh, someone already found it. It's almost like Hennessy. Genesee Williams said smoking crack.
all right, we
Yeah.
got a winner.
That's one
Shout
more.
out Genesee Willis.
That was quick.
All right.
So
Somebody
you
was a
really
Young
live
Dolph
by
fan.
that song.
Look, we got a real fan
Right.
on here. All right,
Y'all
Sugar,
calling the
inbox
B96
me.
that quick, that's right.
All right, so Power 106 is gonna give you that free ticket.
Tag man, you came in a
Please
little bit later,
inbox
man.
me your actual name on your ID. I need the name on your
Keep
ID.
listening, man. We
Inbox
gon-
it to me
Because we know it ain't Genesee.
or whatever. Our
Keep
assistant
listening,
don't know
y'all.
how
We
to say
gonna
right
get
now.
y'all.
What happened?
It does like Hennessy with an H, but it's with a J, so it's like
J.
Genesee. Like,
Okay. Well, send us your comment
someone's
in the inbox.
mad. Someone's mad because they were the second person to answer.
Hey, there's 3 more tickets, y'all. Don't get
It's all right,
mad.
man.
We
Just
got
keep on
3 more
listening,
tickets.
man. It's more coming, man.
We got 3 more tickets,
And
y'all.
Genesee said that it's
That's her name?
I told you, man.
It's
No,
a-
it's not.
it's a
That's
dude.
not their name, and it's the girl.
a deal. It's my real name.
I know
Inbox
it
me
is.
your name that's on your ID. You gonna have to show your ID at the door, baby, to get in.
Hey.
All right, y'all. We gonna continue the conversation. Stay tuned. I'm gonna ask a question.
And one person said,
Uh-oh.
someone said, "Can you ask an old person question?"
An old person question?
A
Because
old
it's an
person
older
question.
lady.
Does she want to come to see Young
You
Dolph?
want to see Young Dolph? Who is it?
I don't know how to say
I
her
mean,
name.
the doors don't open till 10 now. Them Central Silver's kind of kick in kind of quick. You know,
Trey.
She said
The
an old person
disrespect.
question. I'm talking about if it's an old person asking, if you want old person questions,
Older,
then you gotta.
seasoned.
In other words, they might not really, know
Hey, man.
information about him. Baby,
I'm always thinking for myself too now.
All right,
There's times I've been
y'all.
waiting to try to go
Yeah, we gonna have my
out
sister over here.
before I realize it's 3 in the morning. Like, dang.
All right, y'all. We gonna finish this conversation.
Hey, she said don't judge her. Don't judge me.
We ain't
Don't
judging,
judge
baby.
me, boo.
All right, so stay tuned. Randomly, I'm gonna ask these questions, so y'all gotta be ready. You have to watch the live
Cardi
to
B.
win.
Shanice is obsessed with Cardi B. Don't even.
Cardi B, you know what? Don't cross it out as a possibility, man.
It's
you
a
never know what
possibility. You
power
never
this
know.
106 is gonna come up
Please
with.
get her a ticket.
It's a possibility for anything.
Don't put that on me yet, bro.
Matter of fact,
I
I'm
need
gonna
to
go
see
ahead
Cardi.
and put it out there because at our May event that we're gonna be doing, we are gonna give away Gucci tickets and we're gonna give away City Girl tickets.
I need those. Can I get the VIP for City Girl? Cause listen, I'm gonna have to.
I'm telling
Look,
you,
I'm gonna have to
Is
look.
both of them gonna be out by then? Because I know one's locked
Look,
up.
mama.
I don't care if it's one half of the City Girls.
If
I
your
want the
girl-
other
girl,
half of the
cheek,
City
mama,
Girls.
look.
Listen,
One booty cheek, 2 booty cheek.
I'm trying to get flued out.
I'm not trying.
Okay.
You said 1 booty cheek or 2, but one. If you only got 1 booty cheek, we need to kind of have a conversation. Like, what happened to the other one?
We talking about like the shorts and stuff, dude. Like,
It could be the
Sometimes-
bottom booty and they got the top booty covered.
Yeah, we talking about 1 booty cheek hanging out. It ain't got
Okay.
see, you don't know nothing about city girls.
I
Okay,
need to-
see,
Okay.
the conversation was for
I need to
girls who
get-
like girls understood what we were talking
Exactly.
about. Girls who like girls knew what we were talking about. We just gonna leave
Look, I'm
it.
not
So
talking
if I
like
say
a
this,
unique
y'all
watch
not gonna
live.
get mad. If your girl go to that City Girls concert, you might need to reconsider that, bro.
Yeah.
No,
Chances
no,
are she
you need to be
cheats.
open to possibilities.
Yeah.
Why do you have to reconsider?
Chances are she
man.
cheats.
Yeah, hell yeah. Are you
She
getting?
she
I'm
cheats.
trying to
Drink
cheat with one of the
Hennessy.
City Girls.
She probably
Well, first of all, I don't drink
cheats.
dark liquor.
Probably drinks Hennessy and
You-
smokes black and
And
mild.
we'll fight you.
And you setting yourself up for heartbreak.
Yeah, pretty much. Man.
Dead ass.
You know
Get
what
out.
you're saying yourself for is to be in the armchair while they're going at it,
All
jacking
I'm
off.
saying
Not
is
to
get
mention
your-
she's gonna-
get your pocket pussy ready, okay?
I'm
Because
not-
it's that season.
I'm
Not to mention
having
she's
a
gonna
party.
Since
fall
y'all
in
wanna
your
go-
belly.
Checks
Look,
for
since
no
y'all want to go
reason.
there,
Listen.
That video is
Do
amazing.
anybody on here got a pocket
I
pussy?
swear.
Somebody comment. Like, I am.
I am gonna have
I've
Jay
never-
bring one
You've
for
never
that
heard of
show.
that?
I don't want it.
Jay, if you're
I'm
watching,
really.
happy
You
hour-
niggas out here to do
Look,
that.
happy hour
Yes,
intimate
that's-
essential.
they
Shout out
call
to
it
Jay Watts.
fleshlights.
Baby, I need you to bring a
You
pocket
need to
pussy
break
when
up
you
with
come to Louisville for the Bedroom Madness show. Jay Watts, happy hour intimate essentials.
They are called fleshlights.
I definitely
bud,
need
and
you to
it
bring
just
it.
Like, yeah.
It looks like a
Cause we need
flashlight.
this, we got to get the little baby up here together. He don't know what a pocket pussy
He
is.
don't
I
want.
don't
He
want
don't want
one
to
of these.
know.
It'll
You-
save you a headache sometimes.
No.
And
you
it
know
keep
what's-
you out of
It
trouble.
don't talk back. It ain't gonna ask you where you going or where you been at. It ain't
Neither
gonna go
What
to
you
your
was
phone.
doing? Why
It
you
ain't got
smell
no
like you
teeth.
smell?
Neither does Jergens
Right.
and Pornhub.
Right.
My old lady don't ask me where I've been.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
Well, you live
you are
you
lucky man.
living your best
Okay.
life.
I
Always.
saw them before when I worked at Hope. Try one. They don't argue. Block her. She was blocked. Like,
Get you one.
please go on. I got to block
Yes,
her.
sis. Whoever
Hey,
you
tell
was.
them.
Whoever
Oh,
you
Don't say that ignorant ass shit.
was. Yes, you. Yes.
Okay, y'all, we gotta get back to the topic. Okay.
That's America, man. Sheesh. No,
Okay.
Man, wouldn't it be messed up if it was Bluetooth and played songs for you like
Yeah.
that?
Candy, bedroom candy got one like it,
This is awful.
and it vibrates to the beat of the song.
You see my face? Like, I'm really like lost. Like,
We about
It's official.
when Happy Hour Intimate Essentials comes back up here, I'm gonna have her bring up a bunch of stuff.
you gonna have her brain some shit.
some shit so you can see it and see what stuff is.
This is awful.
That's sad.
Why is it awful?
Right there.
So you mean to tell me? Hold on. Cause see now here I'm about to ask this question, but I'm gonna throw this in there. So y'all telling me as men, if your girl wants to introduce toys into the bedroom, you wouldn't?
Fuck
Now,
it.
no,
But
no,
I-
hold on. Now
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you answer.
that I don't mind if she wants to introduce
Oh,
those
you a
type of things.
freak.
No. if she wants to introduce that type
Hey,
of thing.
Smooth ass straight, huh?
If my girl wants to introduce that type of thing, that's cool.
Oh,
But
Hey,
I
I'm
should
not sitting
I'm
over
gonna
at
shine
your
on
house.
that
Like,
no, but I shouldn't have to. No, but what I'm saying is I shouldn't have to resort to that as something that she won't do.
you.
If she wants to do something,
Facts.
if she wants to, incorporate different things, that's cool.
Now,
But
you
that
need another-
don't let that be.
No,
I don't want
I-
that to be the
I'm saying-
replacement. Well,
But
I'm
I
not going to do
can-
that, so I bought you this so you can do this for yourself. That's the wrong way to go about it. Now, if you say, "Hey, sweetheart, I want to do this," because then if she sees that you're comfortable with letting her do different things, It'll be a fleshlight. Then it'll be a vibrator, and then it'll be a chick named Teresa. You know, so that being the case, it
You're
goes
talking
on
about
line.
experience.
That's not
you
your
done been
business.
here before.
No,
You
that
talking
being
about
the case,
experience.
you know what I'm saying? It could
I
be
ain't sitting nowhere at your house. So I couldn't
Let it be what it is.
No, I had somebody pull a toy out once, and it kind of turned me off. I ain't in it. That was weird.
Okay, so there's a thing. They have these things. They're called silicone gloves that you can put on to touch your partner with. And the
You
way
gotta
that
open your mind up, Dang.
it's about, a lot of people don't realize the T word. I can't never say it correctly.
Tantric?
Yes.
Tantric.
Tantric.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a touching and stuff. A lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of erogenous
Something is
zones.
something
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
for her,
God.
not me. I
Yeah,
just
we
went
not
in.
doing that.
Craig did the ticket.
Hold on, we gotta
How
come
did
in
you
over
even
here.
He
know
says
somebody
something that's for her, not me. I just lend a hand.
Okay, that's a way to look at it.
Freak man. Yeah, that's you.
Okay, so let me ask this question. So if in the bedroom your partner is saying, hey, I want to spice up our what we got going on,
Yeah.
and they want to add different things,
Yeah.
and you say no, and then they go and cheat, whose fault is it?
Hers for not being satisfied.
What?
You damn right.
Come on.
What? Okay, so you're fired and you're fired and you're fired.
Nah.
So I gotta suck your dick even though I don't
Pause.
like it.
I
Pause.
didn't say anything. Hold on.
Pause.
I was still thinking
You are
about the
guilty
answer
by
to the
association.
question.
Pause.
Sorry,
Pause.
You
Pause.
They can't
Pause.
agree with you.
Right,
Pause.
PGA peoples.
Pause.
Bitch,
They
man.
throw
Well, then you want to let us fuck another bitch because you got another bitch on the side. I
All I'm
wasn't
saying
cool
is
with
that
that.
you cannot expect for your woman to bend backwards, do
To
all of
please
these things,
you.
but you are not bringing nothing to the table. Like if I want to
What?
try some other things, then what is the problem? Let's at least try it once. And if you decide that it's something that you don't care for, then fine. We don't
What
have
you
to try
what
it.
you
Oh,
mean
man,
by
that's-
not bringing that to the
Y'all like
table?
toys because y'all got really.
No, we're not even
upset.
talking about just toys.
No,
It
because
could
I'm
be
in
other-
general. What if
no,
I want to
no.
put on a
No,
mask or something? What if I want you to put on a clown
I put on a
suit?
mask.
I'm
You know?
cool.
Okay, so hold on.
All
Okay,
right,
so that's one thing. Let me back up. Let me explain the question again. The question was, your partner, so it's for y'all woman, says, hey, things are lacking a little bit. I feel like fired now. I want to spice it up a little bit. I want to try something new. It could be role playing. It could be putting on masks. It could be silk ties, handcuffs.
Yo,
Like
y'all-
this.
Okay.
It could be toys.
First-
It could be
Candle
food,
wax.
Okay.
candle wax. It could be a number of things.
Okay,
You
first
said put on
thing.
a mask. Did you say put on a mask?
said
or
put on a
Tamika?
mask.
I said
You
put a
like,
mask
okay.
on. You
Okay.
fellas.
First-
Y'all hit
Roll
Tamika
up.
inbox. Just put a mask.
It
She
could
might
be fruit
respond.
roll-ups. It could be pop rocks. It could be
Okay, first thing.
pineapples.
Don't let
Okay,
them get
first
y'all
thing.
out.
First things
That's
first.
crazy.
In case I need to reintroduce myself, my name is Andre Williams. I will never receive a comment saying things are lacking.
Oh.
Oh.
And drop
Oh,
mic.
drop mic.
Second-
Second.
Secondly, I'm cool with all that. We can do all that, but there's limitations now. Don't you know?
What
There's huh?
Who said candle wax?
Me. Edible candle wax.
Yeah. Okay.
Edible?
Absolutely.
Okay, so-
You ain't so burnt.
And I'm not. I'm
Oh my God, your sex life is boring. You having childish sex.
Very childish. Go back to the
standby.
No.
You having childish sex.
No, no. The only I've got limitations. Don't mess with my feet. I don't like don't mess with my feet. Don't go below my ankles. Yeah, don't go below my ankles.
No.
And if you like try to no butt play. You don't
Yeah,
don't try to do nothing with my butt.
Okay,
man.
limitations. Yeah, I get
So
that.
that's
because
it, but
Y'all
everybody,
are exhausting.
But everything
everybody
else.
has. Like, I don't like my feet being touched, so I'm not.
I like
feet
touching
being-
my girl's feet.
I don't know.
Damn, we on live.
Yeah, you said it. Don't nobody touch Shake Dame 10.
I like feet. Not like.
My question is, how do y'all know that y'all don't like certain things? Have y'all tried them?
Me, there's certain things I'm not gonna try.
I'm not
Like,
gonna
This
try.
is off.
Yo, I am
Because-
6'3", 260. I'm not letting no chick bend me over nothing.
What if you don't gotta get bent over?
No.
Lie down.
No, what's wrong? No.
She might want you to teabag her.
No.
Saying you want to try that?
Okay, now hold on.
Yeah, I would try the teabag.
Well, if you can
Okay.
teabag, you can bounce up on that thing too.
What?
The same motion.
Huh?
What?
I said,
No, no.
The same motion.
Y'all niggas
Nah.
crazy.
Yo.
Oh, we don't want to talk
I
about this.
am giving the disclaimer. It ain't me this time.
Oh, we don't
I
want to
am
talk about
so innocent this time. It ain't me.
I don't even know what to do.
Like,
Like, what do you do
Yo.
as a man? What do you do with yourself?
Man,
Like, no,
Why-
that's go bouncing on top of. No,
You don't do anything. You let her do all the work.
No.
Yes.
like there's
But you
no,
don't-
there's no action, fellas.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
is no action in your life that should require you to just go bouncing on
Right,
nothing. Like,
right.
no way
Pretend
possible.
like you hit a speed bump or something. It happens.
Nah, that
Pretend
car
like you in
don't
a car. We
move.
roll
That car don't move.
Hey man, my shit ain't got no stop, no shocks.
That's
No, we
crazy.
ain't bouncing on nothing.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's no reason why.
Okay,
no.
so
My booty cheeks
Okay.
don't jiggle for nothing, nigga. That's the way that goes.
Hey. Facts.
It's just not, you don't know, man.
This is certain shit as a man. You're not supposed to
This
defend.
is
No,
not.
negative.
okay,
What?
Sound like touch your
Wait,
ass.
but how do you say all that? But if you don't suck dick, you can want your man to bounce on the dick.
I'm
How's
just
that
saying
work?
there's a compromise.
But it's a compromise.
It's
Wait,
like
wait,
being
whoa.
compromised.
How's that work?
Whoa.
It is
Wait
a
a minute.
compromise. I'm not saying necessarily you have to bounce on it, but if you are asking me to do things that are outside of my comfort zone, then we're gonna have to have a fair trade.
Nasty in
Trade for
tonight,
trade.
boy. Y'all niggas locked in.
I'm
Y'all
just saying,
nasty.
if we together, let's get it cracking. What's up?
Y'all should have
I'm glad
known.
we related.
Until
That's
Mika
crazy.
say,
What's up?
shit. I don't know why y'all surprised at what she's saying.
I don't know either. Y'all done been
know
along
her.
before. Y'all done been to the kink edition. You know what's up.
No. None of it is
No, it was
surprising.
no. Some of this shit I didn't know about this
You
man.
didn't know?
I never
Yeah,
did.
lady over there.
You missed last year's show. That's why you didn't know.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I missed it too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I worked on an edible
Hey.
vegan
Clamps
candle.
and electroplays and.
Oh,
Can I get the invite this year if I won't be in the blind?
Absolutely.
Got you.
Yeah, I be blindfolded to come to you.
Look,
Whoa.
We
let me
taught
go.
people about consent.
Let me
It was a very nice night.
let me go ahead and throw my
Hey.
shameless plug in.
Yeah.
Vegan Ladies Room, come on and be
We
on
gotta
there
come.
as a
Absolutely.
radio host or
We would
something.
love, yes.
Like, let me go. I feel like I need to.
I'm cool with just about anything they just got finished.
Okay.
I'm just not bouncing on nothing.
Okay,
That's
we
just
go.
not
Let's
the way-
roll it back. Let's bring it back to challenge.
You gonna have me-
Challenges. Hold on one second.
Thinking
Hold on one second.
sideways going to
Challenge
Sky
Gambino
Zone.
over here.
Let's bring it back to challenge. Well,
Fucking on like candle wax.
no.
Oh, all right.
We got Kid Cudi over
Okay.
here.
Hey, I'm gonna be a kid forever. The shit y'all talking about. Y'all niggas smell like a man.
Look, all I'm gonna say is whoever your girls, don't let me get a hold of her. Because I think she gonna
man.
come home and turn your ass out.
Hey,
I'm
man.
talking to her.
She gonna
They
get
in,
you
they
drunk
better
off
log
that
out.
dude.
She gonna come home with Pop Rocks, fruit roll-ups, grapefruits. And
I'm here for all
Let me
that.
tell you
Cantaloupes
something.
and-
The day-
and-
But he
no,
said he
grapefruit.
ain't scared of
Grapefruit,
candle
yeah.
wax.
Huh?
He's scared of
Nah,
candle
bitch,
wax.
I ain't scared. You ain't about to do it. You motherfucker pull some candle wax on me. Y'all, that's fucked up with Dame Djczoe.
Oh!
That's fucked up. Nigga, listen.
It's not
My
that
mom would
bad.
be disappointed in me that
If
day.
you
You
use
put that
those,
shit on me.
hold on, Dave. Let me explain it. They have specific ones that.
For real.
He said, "Mama gonna be disappointed."
They
Okay.
have ones that are actually like a massage. It's not so much wax. That is actually used for the bedroom. They have one specifically for the bedroom. It's not going to
sensation.
burn you or hurt you. It's a
Oh,
sensation and it's a feel.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I got
Oh,
sensitive
Paul.
skin, bro.
Now you got sensitive skin.
Might break you out.
Now you we got a comment.
Craig said, so you basically want a bisexual man because
Yeah.
some shots are
Anything that you
suspicious.
do with another woman is not gay. It is not bisexual. Okay, let's make that very clear for you men who do not understand what homosexuality is. You have to be doing it with the same sex. Craig. Next question.
Come on,
Craig
Chris.
also said, that's like burning a plastic cup and
Okay,
dripping
Craig,
on
Craig,
you.
Craig.
It said no deal,
Hey,
but candle wax don't burn.
It
You
doesn't.
had
You
the
have
candle
to
wax
try it.
before?
No,
I mean-
no.
I stick my hands in candle wax. So
Y'all
me
ain't never
doesn't.
got a paraffin dip at like a nail salon or anything like that where they
Nah.
put your hands
Nah.
inside of the
Nah.
melted wax and then they peel it off?
Now I got my feet done though.
Yeah, you okay? So it's just
It's
a
the same
sensation.
thing.
It feels amazing. It
I'm,
really
okay.
does.
I'm
Yeah.
good.
What you saying?
My only problem with candle wax is I'm a little fuzzy, so then we're gonna be breaking stuff
Yeah,
up.
that
Well,
shit
y'all
hurts.
can you use in places where there's no hair.
Or use the ones that
Shit.
turn into
Yo, what
massage
happened if it
oil.
drip
Or you use
down,
the
bro?
massage
Ah, damn.
The one that turns into
No,
massage oil.
Hold on, first of all,
Hell no.
If-
Craig, man.
excuse the language.
Craig is mad.
That's his point. it that damn close that it actually burns you like that, it's
She
too
don't got
close.
no
You're
business.
supposed to hold it a specific length.
Mhm.
It cools by the time it hits you. And they have ones that are massage oil.
No.
So it doesn't stick and solidify.
Well, some of it, if you're dealing with somebody that don't know what they're doing.
Don't be doing
I
that.
don't know
Why
what
are
I'm
you doing it
doing.
with somebody else? They know it.
Because, like you said, they're trying to introduce something new to the
But
bedroom.
you
so
research.
that-
Alicia said, as long as
Research.
you're doing it with a woman, it's not considered gay.
Research.
Thank you.
As long as you.
Uh,
Alicia, I don't
well,
know about Clem.
Craig is on here and he's mad. He said,
I'm mad too, Craig.
look. He said, if she's playing with your booty, you gotta be doing something, gotta be some type of gay.
You gonna be
And then he
coming
said
back
exit
on.
only, and then Tiara said low temp massage oil candles.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tierra, I'm not fucking with them candles, my
Oh my
G.
I
God.
don't have a problem
I
with
swear
fuck
I
with
would
Tierra, but I ain't
King
fucking
have a
with
massage
candles.
candle in here. I'm gonna just throw it
Just
in
throw
his
it
ass.
on.
I'm a duck at motherfuckers. I've been
It's a
snuck
red,
too
but
many
something like a
times,
shoe
dog.
nigga.
Shit.
Nah, man. I got.
I'm gonna convert him.
I done heard
swear
about-
he gonna
I
be
should do
the-
the
I
next
done heard
show.
about pocket
Y'all should-
pussy.
Blindfold him and try different stuff out on him.
I think on the Bedroom King show we
I
gonna
don't.
March
He ain't gonna do
20th.
that.
We
All
gonna.
right, Dane.
All right, Dan.
What did you bring me into? What did I do to you?
Y'all probably gonna have to handcuff his
You
hands.
ain't do nothing to me,
Right,
Dane.
no, I said like.
You ain't do nothing to me, Dane.
Handcuff his hands.
Handcuff. Oh, we got all the handcuffs and stuff from the last show.
I'm on
And then Craig said, y'all ain't getting rid of me with the laughing emoji.
Okay, so let me ask you a
Like
question.
STD.
That's my future brother-in-law. He nasty as hell and freaky too. So
Aw, damn,
I don't know
Craig.
why he be acting.
Damn,
Craig.
Craig.
Ain't
Come on,
like-
Craig.
I don't think it's that Craig.
You think it's a different Craig?
Yeah.
His last name is Hatcher.
Is it spread with a K or a C?
See.
See.
Oh, I don't know who that Craig is. Craig, I don't know you. You talk too much.
Like I
We
said,
over here
So
trying
I
to
ain't mad at y'all, it's all love.
You
play
are
too
being
much.
counterproductive, Craig.
there
You are being
certain-
petty.
There are certain acts as a man
You can't do.
you just can't do.
Even with
That's alcohol.
your wife, the woman you are committed the rest of your life with, you
Yeah.
tell me you cannot.
Because as soon as y'all break up or something,
But why you gotta
all
break
that
up?
shit on.
But why you gotta break up?
Front
Why
gate.
y'all can't be together?
But
It's a comfort level, man. I don't know if I
You done married her, you can't be that comfortable?
Right,
To-
if you
to
marry
be
her, you
bouncing,
should be that comfortable.
to
He about to
to be
Why he
bouncing.
scrolling
Okay,
bounce
we gonna
topic?
pass all
We
that.
can do
Okay.
missionary. You ain't got bills. You're not comfortable back. You understand your cares may not be there yet. It's okay. I got you. Lay down. When you
Damn.
stroke your head, your bald head, why you not just?
No, I don't
So,
want you stroking.
let me ask
nothing.
So are
You
y'all
goddamn
uncomfortable
right,
with a woman
nigga.
touching
I
your
ain't,
gooch?
'cause I'm not doing that, huh?
Are you uncomfortable with a woman touching your gooch?
No, that's
No.
fine. We
Do you look at
That's
your gooch?
that's like
Okay,
that's
No.
like the
Okay, because he's looking like he didn't know. And I'm like,
Don't do that when I'm on live. Correct me when I'm off the thing. People watching like this nigga gang. Gracie dick ass. Gracie dick ass.
Even old enough to be on this show.
We don't realize.
Your name, Kid Gambino.
Oh,
Hashtag
man.
Kid Gambino.
Yeah.
Now, that's your name. Kid
Kid
I ain't
Gambino.
coming.
It's okay.
All right.
Oh,
We need some
man.
homework.
Okay, so let's ask this question, then we're going to give away another ticket, so y'all better get ready.
Can I ask this question before you
Yes,
ask
go
it?
ahead.
Like, how have either one of you all done that to a dude?
Yes.
Like
No.
you
Who
dated
daddy
the guy.
Tamika recently in the last couple
Right.
nigga you fucked.
Like, you haven't done it. Have you seen a dude and be like, man,
Yes,
while
I
that
would love
dude
to
is
hear
sitting, like while he's sitting there watching Sports Center, I'm gonna wear his ass out.
I don't think it's that. It's not
Whoa.
that particular.
Right.
Like, have you?
I don't even think I like sports
have you
anymore.
have you ever thought like I want to peg that guy?
No.
You never thought that.
No. A female, yes, but never mind.
Female, yeah, but not a guy. Now, so if I don't even know where else to go. From
You can't
that.
go nowhere else with it because that's not something that I'm into personally.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not. Do I see something
Is it-
wrong with a man and a woman doing that in
Can
their
the
bedroom?
ladies that's
No.
watching this, are there a lot of females who dream about like bending their dude over? Is it?
What the fuck?
I need to know
It's a thing.
because I know it's a thing, but I need to know like, am I in the
One
minority?
girl said yes. I've thought about it all the time.
Yeah.
You
Y'all,
preach.
you need to hit up
She a
Tamika,
freak.
guys.
She a
Y'all
freak.
need to go searching together.
Like, yeah, when's
they
your
find
event?
you.
When's your event?
Lying. It's March 30th.
March
Tickets
30th.
go on sale
You.
tonight at midnight.
You.
And
March 30th.
And I will help sell tickets, so
Yeah.
we gon'
I'm gonna be in the not booty
I'm gonna be
nigga touching section. Whatever section that this shit's in, Let me skip around that motherfucker. That's crazy.
So me personally, I'm into role play. I'm into some
right.
kink. I'm into
Bitch,
certain
who ass
things.
have you been in? Like, this is crazy. Like, this is.
Listen, let me tell you.
Josh, what's up, man?
It's a lot more y'all homeboys who's getting their ass played with than is ever going to admit it, and this is why.
Ain't none of my business.
And it's not. But
it's not my business.
It's
That's
what's
it.
different
Right.
when they bedroom. But here's
It's
the thing.
right. It's not
It's
my
not
business.
always about pegging either. Some people like
A little finger, a little tongue.
What?
Tongue licking.
That is still.
I mean,
what?
None touching my ass. Toilet paper. Okay.
Some people
How you
like
get your
it.
booty
Soap.
clean?
And soap. That was coming, see?
I was gonna ask.
Stop that.
Like, I don't know how, cause I'm trying to figure out, like,
I ain't talking about how I wipe my ass.
It's important.
Oh, lie.
I was gonna
Just-
segue into something with that. I'm
Listen,
just,
no.
how well do you clean?
Ah!
She just gonna put you in the corner. You
Yeah,
like,
this
stop
is getting
out.
bad.
We going on this ride.
hey, man,
Hey,
'cause
I
I don't
gave the disclaimer and warning.
I don't want to have that conversation with my dudes the next day. Like, hey, man, we going to the gym.
Why would you
Okay.
be telling your dudes what you do in the
No,
bedroom?
not me. I'm talking about like dude,
Like, guys
this,
do
this
that.
dude wants to tell me about, like, man, you know what I'm saying?
But why
Like,
would you share that type of shit? That's
Because
what I don't
they be
understand.
snitching. What y'all call it? Clout
My thing is, what
chase?
you doing in the bedroom with your girl, it should not be nobody's business.
I agree,
I
but
agree.
there's some
Facts.
dudes who feel like they gotta tell everything. Like females same
It's
way.
a high
Females
You
feel
don't
like
lie.
females tell a lot more, and
It's
that's
a
the
high
reason why
thing.
their
We only
female
tell when
friends
it's
need to find
trash.
out what's going
It's
on.
horrible.
Y'all
That-
tell if it's trash?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get her out of here.
Fellas, tune in.
First of all, I got some good pipe laying it down at home. I'm not telling the next bitch.
Nobody.
You're
I
not
don't
supposed
believe
to.
that. Because
No.
this might start another conversation.
Oh,
but
You're supposed to share your
y'all
blessing
look
with
like
the
I ain't-
less
I might
fortunate.
not want to share.
You're supposed to share your blessing with the less fortunate.
You a lie.
Bible said it.
The
Not
devil's a
that.
lie.
You know what the blessing is, girl? He got a friend.
He got bro.
He got a cousin.
You gotta share.
You like him light skinned,
I
dark
fuck,
skinned.
but
got cousins.
I fucked the girl's friend because the girl told the girl that I had good dick.
And this
She was
is why you
I
don't
heard-
tell
But
you.
listen,
she was
I'm
like, I
gonna
heard
tell
you got
you.
some. I want
But
to
Female-
listen,
females
now I'm
talk.
not gonna stink. Okay, I'm not gonna
Shout
stink.
out to you.
I'm not gonna stink. But I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
Shout out.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story, right? About I'm gonna leave names out of it because I ain't telling nobody business.
man.
But I'm gonna tell y'all a story about some homegirls of mine who passed the nigga around the circle.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was like just because he had really, really bomb ass head, so he felt like I'm sneaking with your girlfriend. No, like it was intentional. Everybody was like, yes, like his head is fire, and
I
you
had
need
to
to get that.
And they passed
sound like a
it
fire.
around.
They passed
That's
it around.
fine.
He was being passed around.
And that's
He didn't
fine.
even
That was my name.
And then they see
So
like,
why
and
you
then they
talking about
together and
business?
they snickering at him.
Pass
Because he
me.
think he's
Cause he-
sneaking doing
Pass
Right.
me.
He
Alley
got
oop
passed
me.
around.
Toss me up. Tell your friend.
But hold on.
Oh,
But listen. No, but listen.
Eat the whole squad.
Listen to what she said.
Gang,
though.
gang.
Hold on. Listen to what she said, though. He said, gang, gang, gang.
All right.
Give a fuck. The whole
Childish
clique
Gambino is in the building. Welcome, Kid Cudi. We appreciate you for being here.
No,
Man,
his
listen.
new hashtag is Kid Gambino.
That's-
Hashtag Kid Gambino. Kid Gambino.
Jeez,
We got our
man.
own Kid Gambino in the
Man,
building.
listen.
Uh-oh, we got more.
Well, they said dudes brag more than females, definitely.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I do.
That's
Yeah, I
right.
do.
Listen to what
Where
she
Craig
said.
at?
This man did not know the
Craig
women
said DL
knew
brothers.
he was messing with all of them. They all purposely told each other and passed him around, but he thought he was sneaking, hooking up with the other
At some
friends.
point, he had to know.
He
He
did
had
not.
to know. Like,
No,
Because
there's a
some
chance he might
dude,
not have.
there's chances he didn't, and he just thought he was a player.
He did.
Have you not seen the movie How to Be a Player?
my nigga
That was-
crazy.
that was
He did.
Have you
Because,
not
like-
seen that movie?
Right.
Bill
So like,
Bellamy.
somebody got a
That's
group
what I'm
chat.
saying though, bro.
Bill Bellamy
If
was
you can
that
get the
man.
whole clique, you're not gonna get tossed around.
Yeah.
If they all bad, fuck it.
But a woman, as women, if
I
we
win.
on that type of shit, we not gonna tell you we on that type of shit.
Not at all.
That-
None of
we
your business.
take
Tell me,
shit to
I
our
obviously
brain.
None of
know
your
some
business.
conversation was there because I didn't. My
Yeah.
face been in the
But
whole
your-
clique.
yeah, but your- and that was it.
And that's all you
Your
got.
dick wasn't getting wet. Nobody's number was
just
getting
ate.
saved.
No,
You
no,
just-
wait a minute.
Oh.
Yeah,
Eating
see,
a lot.
I said, listen to what
Yeah,
she
y'all you
said.
didn't listen.
I'm not just up in faces. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
This
But
nigga
some,
was
but you
giving
know,
out-
oh, that's my skill. So yeah, so you
But,
thinking the
I
next
mean-
time because he thought
Now, I
he was
don't
doing
just throw
something.
the face on anybody. You have to be a very special person.
Young
This
lady.
nigga faced the whole clique. And
He faced the whole
And
clique.
that whole clique had to be special.
All-Star.
All-Star team. We got a
It was a
comment?
starting time.
She said his ego wouldn't let him believe that they were playing him.
Exactly.
In the mail.
I don't,
And all they
I
wanted
don't
was
care
the
if I
head.
got played.
Man,
Somebody
He
got
got
dinner out of it, I
blessed.
guarantee it. Somebody got some food or something out of it, but it was just for them.
You got everybody on my thing feel me like shout out
But
to
I mean,
Buck.
there's women out there
Shout
that
out to
like,
Buck.
dude, you ain't worth nothing but your dick. Like, there's nothing about you that's worth shit.
at least
but
you're
your
honest
dick.
about it.
I've told somebody that to their face
Yeah.
before. I don't give.
And you get no callback.
Like, literally, you get a 1 year call.
What
because
Drake
that's all
said,
you
all
worth.
I need to see what that pussy like. So one time is fine with me.
No, but
I'm willing to throw a friendship
so
away.
if a woman,
No, yeah, man, fuck that friendship. If she talking like that, I'll tell that ass up. We ain't gotta talk no more. Fuck that.
this nigga is
I
childish.
wish you the best
Who's
forever.
man's? Who come pick? If Dame is your man's, come
That's
get your
Dame
man's
Debiase,
right
boy.
now.
That's
Yeah.
Let him talk.
You don't have no friends.
Let him talk.
He's not your friend.
That's my brother. Let him talk.
No,
He's
he's
grown.
not your man.
Why?
I feel like I need to have him on my
He's
show.
an
but
adult.
I gotta grow him up a little.
Yes.
So
Why?
you ready to tell me if a motherfucker was called was like, listen, if we mess around, we can't be cool no more.
Who says that?
I'm just saying if that was the situation. Cause
Ain't nobody gonna say that. They gonna say
I
I'm
tell you
worried
can away
about our.
on me. That ain't no real situation.
I guess straight song. We're playing into
Let's
this.
get to your second question, man.
Listen to
my
what
fault.
I'm
I'm done.
saying. All I'm saying is, a person is gonna say,
His name
"I'm
Debiase.
worried about our friendship if we take it to a different level."
Man,
Nobody gonna say, "Oh, we can't be
you
friends
got
anymore."
fucking friends.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't fuck my friends. So if I've ever tried to fuck you, we are not friends.
It's a motherfucker I've been wanting to fuck since 9th grade. If she ever be like, listen, nigga, this is it. If you, man, go ahead and block me, motherfucker.
I mean, they're not in a relationship. or
I'm
anything.
diving, bro.
Block me. I don't
Then he
need it.
said, "Fuck it." He's chancing it all.
So basically, if you've been Dame's friend since 9th grade, know that your relationship with him is disposable and do not give him the coochie, girl.
She already know.
Oh,
Yeah.
This nigga
I
done told
said,
it.
hey, she know.
If she ever wants to
He
make sure
done
she
told.
never hears from you again, it's gonna be the
Yeah.
night. It's gonna be the day after the night happened.
Hell yeah. That motherfucker's bad. Fuck that.
So if she wanna still be your friend, would you still be her friend?
Yeah, hell yeah. We can
It's
be
whatever
buddies,
she wanna
man.
do. You
Listen,
don't
Whatever
care.
she want.
If I ever get with that particular person, I ain't got no Facebook, no Instagram. I'm not chancing shit. It's over, bro. I don't know how you gonna go. You gotta go to the house.
He gonna go
He said he giving it all up.
Fuck that.
Oh man.
He's taking a chance and giving it
His
all
next
up.
mixtape gonna be love songs.
Yeah. If I get with her,
I'm touching on
That's
myself.
gonna be your Mary J. She's gonna inspire you for him to come out with the best project.
fuck that.
Okay, next question,
Sorry.
y'all. All right. What do y'all think causes cheating?
It's
This is a misconception. This is one of the misconceptions to me about cheating.
Insecurity.
What causes cheating?
Insecurity.
Lack of communication.
Agree with that. Lack of communication.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been my answer. Would have been if I would have thought about it.
Snapchat.
Hey, yo, Gotti said it goes down in the DM.
It go
Nah,
down
this
in
real
him.
shit,
It
that
go
social
down.
media shit is fucked up. Girl clouds back in the day that had to
I'm gonna
deal
have to give
with
you that one.
whoever from across the town sending a DM and grandma can't never see that. We live in different times, bro.
You right. Instead, he'll
Yeah.
just go get milk on
We
the other
just
side of
talked
town
about
and don't come back for
So
4 days.
grandpa ain't shit if he was doing that back
Oh,
in the day. 'cause
grandpa
you really
had families
to-
2 streets over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this shit too tempting nowadays.
Well, see, we just had a show about talking about this where we were talking about how social media has changed relationships because now of social media, where people, it wasn't a big thing about being proud of being a side chick or
That's
messing
crazy.
with a married man. Like,
That's crazy.
it was kind of things you didn't talk about. Like, it was whispered, but it wasn't broadcast.
It was a
It's
side
not
chick
just
said
the
that.
occupation.
75% of divorces are can have a contributing factor of social media. Facebook, like they bring Facebook messages into the courtroom to justify
Oh,
the
shit.
divorce.
Yeah.
This shit's dead, man.
My
Sorry.
shit's dead. I had lied.
Yeah, you had to move it.
Okay, so
This is
I was gonna say
charging
we
me?
got a plug thing right there
Yeah,
that
let
you
me
can plug
get
it
my
into.
shit back going. My shit
Can
was
you-
jumping.
Can you?
Okay, I'm gonna read these comments though.
Okay, what?
Craig said lack of interest.
Whip and everything else.
Lack of interest. Tiara said being committed to the wrong person just because you don't want to be alone. And then Craig said time after so long, some people just get bored with one thing. And then someone else said definitely lack of communication.
Okay.
I was about
I
to
want to say compromise.
Lack of compromise.
Lack of compromise.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a relationship, lack of compromise.
That falls in communication,
man.
though.
Yeah, it does fall into
Yeah, y'all gotta
communication.
be on the same
but
page.
compromise could also go into trust,
Yeah.
honesty.
Yes,
There's a
absolutely.
lot of things that compromise can entail. And I think that's where a
It's
lot
right
of
there. Oh no, there's it's
problems
plugged up.
come in
It's plugged up to the
relationships.
TVs.
Right. Sorry.
Because little things that you aren't willing to compromise on become bigger things. And then that leads to the sidebar conversations, the one toe on the other side of the fence, and catch your feelings or the grass looking greener somewhere else.
For real
That's
shit.
so selfish.
What if
People
you
treat
what if
people
you
as
got
selfish.
concrete
Yeah,
where you with
exactly.
that?
If you know you're gonna fuck up, bro,
You
don't
say
even do
concrete.
it, though.
The weeds.
Like, if you know
I
a
really-
conversation gonna lead to something,
The
don't even
roads.
do it. It ain't even
Just
worth
saying.
Or just because I understand that sometimes things happen. I understand that sometimes, it starts off as innocent and then it starts to turn into something. But as soon as you realize that it is turning into
Right.
something,
That's
you
what-
need to
You
have a
gotta think that
conversation
shit
with
out.
yourself.
You gotta
What
check
if
And
you
then,
what if you never realize it, though? So
oh, you motherfucking realize
you
what
know
your
when you
mind
like,
is.
man.
Hold on, wait a minute. Now I'm gonna play devil's
Nah,
advocate.
you
Because
don't.
I feel like
If
there's
if you
some
can
things-
start it, that means you it's the reason why you starting it.
I'm gonna say
If you
this.
start some people have habits that they don't realize they have.
Yeah, if
It's
cheating
true.
is your habit, motherfucker, you a selfish habit ass motherfucker.
Nah, but it's the
Talking
same
about like
thing.
the conversation.
Yeah.
Because I know someone personally that really has this thing of that conversation to them is just entertainment. It doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah.
Now, that
And
is
they don't
one thing.
realize that
It's-
people catch feelings or that this person is trying shit and they're not really paying
I'm
attention
talking about
to
when
it.
you start feeling those feelings,
Okay,
right?
well,
I'm
that's
not talking
different.
about that person that you
That's
cheated
different.
with. I'm talking about the person who is in a relationship, and once you realize that you are starting to look at them on any level that is beyond strictly platonic, you need to have a conversation with yourself. You need
That's
to check
true.
yourself. You need to either be like, listen, I need to cut this conversation off, or I need to have a conversation with my partner because this is somebody that I want to explore. And if you don't do either one of those things, you are selfish.
You're right.
You right.
That's true.
You totally
Hey,
right.
that's
Thank you.
I-
But I
Nuts
think,
tonight.
I think that on the flip side of that, you've got some people who, with the social media thing, people inbox them and they're talking, and they don't realize that this person is attracted to them, or they're attracted to what they see,
Yeah,
the
without
representative that they meet on social media. And I am one of them people that my thing is, if I tell you, hey, this person wants you, and you're like, nah, it ain't even like that, woo wop, and then some shit pop off, and I'm
That's
looking at
okay.
you like I told you so, I feel like that causes problems. Because my thing becomes, personally for me,
Can you turn on the other power strip over there on this side?
Yeah, that's
My thing is, as soon as you know, like, that shit, like she said, as soon as you know, like, okay, this is starting to go left.
but
for
some
real, you
people
gotta
act
cut
like
that
they,
shit
I
out.
mean, are real stupid. Like, they don't seem to realize that people really can be attracted to them, or based
You
off
know,
a
I feel
conversation.
like
No,
you know.
because some people feel like based
Right.
off a conversation, people can't catch feelings. There's people who really truly believe there's no way a person could really be trying to be in a relationship with me. Just like I've never done nothing with them. I've never met them in person. There's no way they can have feelings for me.
That's
Conversation
still
rules
being
the
Shit,
day.
you,
I
that's
feel
how
like that's
that's
still
how them people
selfish.
end up on Snap and stalker type shit.
Because
Them motherfuckers come up
yes.
kidnapped. And they done got rid of your whole family because they trying to get with you.
Right.
That shit really happens.
Yeah.
Not maybe in our community as much, but in a certain community, it does happen. They have a whole TV show about it.
I
I'm just
seen this
saying.
post
Called
a girl made
catfish.
earlier, and it was she said the whole time I be thinking I'm cool with niggas, and they think we talk.
I've
That
heard
is
of
some
that.
real. That I do believe that is real. I think that some not everybody. Some people do get these fixations in their heads for certain people, and they take someone being kind or someone being friendly as I want to get with you. And some people are just flirtatious by nature, and it doesn't mean anything to them, and they really not interested in you. They just
Like
look like.
Cash don't like one of my pictures. We go together for 15
I mean,
seconds.
I'm saying if you texted me at certain hours, have
hours.
with me, hey
It's at certain
man,
hours.
I'm
gonna be like, you know what? She's a little bit out the friend zone. 11:30, 12 o'clock range, Meek. You don't listen. We don't need to be on each other's phones.
He said
I'm in
there's
the
rules
bed.
to the phone.
If I FaceTime, you got the binding on, man. Whatever. It's a connection.
Wow.
No, it definitely ain't no
Fuck that.
connection because
It's a
I ain't trying to
connection.
look cute for you.
That's
We are
all
definitely
you comfortable
friends.
with me.
Exactly, because we are friends.
Nah.
Hello, friend.
Nah, hell nah.
Hello, buddy.
He said no. He
Yes.
said the bonnet on that means.
If the robe on and shit, bro, she telling you.
I disagree.
I'm gonna have to say I have to stop wearing a certain
You
sundress
better.
of mine that I keep getting caught on freaking video chats with people.
Oh God.
Cause yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
What is the
I've been
sundress you
told
speak of?
there's a sundress I have that's like my favorite when I'm just if I'm working from home.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
And
It's comfy.
people will just somehow I always end up in this when people want to FaceTime me and stuff and
Yeah.
and they're doing this. And I'm like,
You ever did that like the camera gonna
Like,
move?
yeah, it's
something
Damn,
really
girl,
don't
some kind
happen.
of Samsung 3D effect.
That
is ready
ass
to go
in the
down.
back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
So
stupid.
what he was just saying, I'm like, damn, that might be true because I might need to stop because I've had it mentioned a couple times now. So I might
For real, we get out here giving each other games. Don't FaceTime me with certain. Hey,
With a bonnet.
I'm gonna get off the phone. Trade all. She was in the motherfucking shorts. Nigga. Telling you, bro. Come on,
She about to get the business.
business.
She's about to get that business. Okay, so
Oh,
And there's a comment.
we got a comment.
Yeah,
The hell?
Shanice said, "Let me stop answering your calls at 9 p.m."
What's going on, Juice? See, that's not beyond friend time. 9 p.m. That's old people.
He
shit,
said
nigga.
11:30.
11, 12. You breaking?
You breaking
I mean,
friends
you are
online.
childish. 9 o'clock. You ain't supposed to have your phone in your room.
Huh?
You supposed to be getting ready for bed.
Listen, man.
To go to school.
You have to get up for school in the morning.
Listen.
What your childish ass doing with your phone in
It's
your room?
bedtime.
Listen.
All right, y'all. We about to give away a ticket. Get ready.
Come on, Craig.
Yeah, Craig, better be ready.
Y'all ready? All right. So once again, here's the rules, y'all. You have to be the first person to comment in this live
Craig already got that.
correctly the whole answer. You can't get part of it. You got to give the whole correct
Price is still-
answer. Okay? So here is the question for one ticket to the Young Dolph concert at Berman Hall this Friday and a chance to kick it with us in the Power 106 VIP Lounge. What label does Young Dolph belong to? Once again, the question is, what label does Young Dolph belong to?
Death Row Records.
All right. Our assistant's going to let us know when the first person answers it correctly. But we're going to continue this conversation. All right. So we're going to talk about what caused it. Well, damn.
It's
Somebody's
after 10.
cheating.
It's after 10
Mr.
o'clock.
Popular.
Is that your alarm telling you to go to bed if you want to get 8 hours of sleep?
No, this is
You need to go to
popping
bed by
on Facebook.
11:30.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ah, yeah. Fam, you already won tickets,
already
dog.
won
I'm
a
sorry.
ticket.
You already won tickets, dog. You can't be selfish.
She got
Inbox Craig.
She got it again.
Yeah, inbox
He
Craig.
said one.
Inbox Craig.
One
Sorry.
ticket per contestant.
One person, one ticket. Sorry.
Tell your
y'all.
best friend that you want to go.
First person to comment after her, the correct answer gets the ticket. She already gave the answer.
Man,
It's
let
an easy one.
Add me as your friend. Okay.
It's public. Anybody can get on the live. It's public.
Hey, fam. He just commented again for my answer. Thank you. And it's Genesee. My bad. Thank you.
Okay, so we talked about what cheating was, if it was only physical. We have talked about what causes cheating. We kind of talked about what qualifies as cheating.
Man, I had a
Oh,
question.
someone answered it. I don't know what they
Terminator
named.
Tank. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he
Okay.
jumped off the hill.
Murphy. He said.
Y'all got on my line. Went to the.
All right, baby, send me your name, your government on your ID in my inbox so I can add you to our door list. We'll see you Friday.
Is it cheating if y'all if she y'all do it together? Is that cheating? I've been always wondering that.
It's consensual.
It's consensual. We agreed to do whatever.
But what
Jenny
if, what
says
if,
that y'all cheating.
nah, Genesee, you already won. We can take your ticket back, okay? Sorry.
That's it. Run them. That's what you need to have running yours behind the scenes.
Oh, bro,
Yeah,
Nah, we be fighting.
Okay.
All right, what's going on?
He asked, is it cheating if you're doing it together?
Doing what?
No.
No, that's not cheating because they there in the act.
That's called a threesome.
Yeah, that's what I
Sometimes
was
it's
saying.
called a triple. There's more than 3 people.
I ain't never had that before. I'm trying to see what
I've
that be
never
like.
had a threesome.
You said what? You never had a threesome?
Not really.
Jenny C said that's not fair. I'm trying to take my uncle out. Take my uncle who just got out.
Then
trying to take your uncle.
tell him to log on and win a ticket or buy one.
All he gotta do
What
is
if his
buy
uncle ain't
some.
got a
He ain't got no Facebook yet. He
Somebody-
He just fresh out, like, you know.
Damn,
Listen, we got tickets still for sale. We still got other shows that's gonna be giving tickets away, so you gotta stay tuned to any of the Power 106 lives.
He put the
Anybody
kind
on the
This is
station, we
tagged
giving
on
away
the
tickets.
video, so now I'm getting all the
Oh,
emails
no,
that
no.
coming through for
I need a
notifications.
dream.
Well, boss man, what happened was the rules was stated.
I'm sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, that's
The rules stated
yeah,
we had to.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's cool. Not a problem.
Boss man.
That's what's up. All right.
All right. So
But yeah, this is I agree. If it's both people get along and both people agree to make it happen and bring somebody else in, then yeah, this gets hopefully going to be a good night. But I will tell fellas, it's not about you. If there's two females in the room, don't try to take over the night. It's not about you, because either one of those two females can have any dude they want to on most occasions. So they are enjoying that for what it is that may not be something they may normally not have.
Bro,
You done been here
You
before.
are a freak, dog.
Hey man,
You have done this once or twice or 12 times.
Freak.
so, yeah, you guys, it's always about the female, man, and it's not even just with three people in the room. It's the other person in the room. You're not supposed to be trying to just do it for yourself. The object of all this
This
is
man
to
said
please
pay-per-view
the other
in this
person.
motherfucker.
Yes.
Teamwork.
So I'm saying,
Can you say it a little louder for the childish people in the
Teamwork.
room?
hey man, it's
Thanks
supposed
to
to.
Who you talking about? No, I please. I please. I'm just saying
Dog,
Okay,
certain shit
so-
ain't gonna please me.
okay, so with that being said, a threesome, triple, whatever happens.
Yes. Okay.
Triple trouble.
If the understanding was that it was a one-time deal,
Uh-oh.
Yes, it's cheating if you go.
Okay, so what happens if you have a threesome with your man and he fucking your friend better than you?
Oh man,
That sounds like a fight.
That's
But
No!
That's your friend?
No, I ain't know. Can't be like that.
A threesome. That sounds like a fight.
You agreed to it.
That sound like a
He's
fight.
knocking Keisha goddamn back.
You better hold back a little bit, player. You ain't never did that with me before. You better.
He said, "Man, I'm just trying to play."
Yo, you got
like Dre said.
you got to
don't
balance it
listen to
out.
Dre and get your ass
No,
beat.
I'm telling the truth. You got to balance it out. You can't give all to one person all the attention, because then the other person's gonna be uncomfortable. Then you're gonna have a conversation at the end of it all.
See, I had a threesome one, and I only took it because I wanted to have sex with the
third person
one,
that was involved.
and I was
Damn.
paying more attention. She talking about you got,
And that was probably the last time too, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was probably the last time y'all was able to do something like that too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo, no. You
But,
got
It's
it.
a
but like I said earlier,
I have a question. So what if you get the
I
person
I
in the
seen my
threesome
opportunity.
pregnant? Like,
That's why I'm gonna watch from the corner.
Sister wives in that bitch.
No,
Sorry.
no. This-
You said you gonna watch from the corner.
Yes, I do not want to have a threesome. I want to watch.
I mean, there's
Ain't
nothing
nothing
wrong
wrong
with
with
that.
watching.
So how's that a
That's
threesome
what
if you
the
watching?
other-
How's that? It's just.
No.
It's not. It's more like voyeurism.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
I would
I
rather
know.
watch and,
I didn't know the
dictate what's
term.
going on. I would love to like instruct some shit and just be in the corner. And just
You should be a porn director then. Shit,
I
like
should
your
be.
vision.
I think I missed my calling.
And there's nothing wrong with that either. But if it's going to be a situation
If
where
I was
all
single.
three people are involved, first rule of it is, if there's a man involved, you play the back. You
And
get
there has to be a
involved.
variety. Like, you can't
Dre's
be
been-
just one
Dre's been
position. You
here.
gotta switch it up.
So
You gotta
listen to him.
use the whole room. I'm gonna say use the whole room. Everything available.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If
Like,
you-
it-
because
it-
I use the
everything,
room.
everything
Okay.
about
TV
the-
mounts and everything.
Yeah. Everything
Yeah,
about the
dresses,
situation
beds, walls,
is new.
steps.
Okay, we had a question.
oh, I wanted to say something, but
Oh,
Oh, okay,
oh,
you
nice.
have a
Nice.
question.
Go
I
for
just
it.
have a question.
That's
So
how
what
your
if
hand
you
messed
get
up,
the
ain't
person? No, no. Look,
Stop us.
what?
Throw at him, Jesus.
What if? Say if y'all didn't use a condom, what if you get that other person who you're not in a relationship with pregnant? Just
It has happened.
Is that a
Legal.
sister wife?
Is that-
Sister wife.
is that cheating? Because I mean,
But hold on, no.
but if y'all don't use condoms, like
Hold on,
Like I said, so I get up through. That's intentional.
Hold on, wait a minute. No, because some people don't like using condoms, and everybody goes gets tested.
She hate me. That was a good movie.
And everybody
I
agrees
am
to
real
it.
with you.
But
It ain't
listen
some
to
of
what-
us don't like condoms. Some of us want to trap your ass. Trap.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
But if you've been in a say it's your wife and then she's like, okay, let's bring the stranger in.
Do they
For
both
this-
pay child support? Do they both sign the birth certificate?
No,
since
but
we
you
was
know
all
what?
here?
So can I get them both pregnant? Does that work?
Situations, they pretty much basically start living a
Like a poly lifestyle?
because
I can't have two baby mamas in my house, Lord. No, that's like ducking two ops in the same spot. Like both niggas and shit. Man, you know your baby mom's
But
the
what
gangster
if-
in the
but
motherfucker.
wait
I don't
a minute.
care. My baby
But
mom's
this is
gangster in
the
the
question. The
motherfucker.
question was you're married and you
Oh, okay.
decide to have a threesome and the other chick gets pregnant. What do you do? I feel like
I'm
a
getting
man,
out of there.
as a woman, I allowed my husband to sleep with her
Oh,
and me,
man.
and she ended up pregnant.
That's our baby.
And that's our baby.
I'm leaving.
That's the
I'm
thing.
getting a house across the
She's
street.
that baby gonna be a part of the family because I knew what I got myself into. My thing is,
So how do you explain that at the cookout, the family reunion?
well, I mean, you're right.
I ain't got to
have
explain
3
nothing because
plates
I'm
ready.
broke. I passed the potato salad.
Yeah.
Hey, what we talking about?
See?
Or we just had a
Actually,
surrogate.
4 plates ready. Us
Oh,
three
sorry.
and
Listen
the
what I'm
one we
saying.
just had.
Listen what I'm
Potato
saying. The
salad.
question was, you have a threesome and no condom is used, and the person you brought in gets pregnant. First off, for me personally, if I allowed my man my husband to not use a condom, that means we all have had to have a conversation. We done went got tested. This shit was planned out. So she gets pregnant, we took that chance.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, the nigga involved in the situation.
That's
knew
why he
wanted
married
to
you.
do it.
Because we
Yeah,
took that
shit.
chance.
We did.
That's good.
Yeah, so
Because I knew what I'm getting.
If
You
I
take
nutted
a
you, that
chance
shit
when you don't use
premeditated.
condoms. You know what chance.
Yeah.
Y'all better-
Taking a chance.
Y'all better create a contract.
Right.
Bitch, I'm not
Man,
like shit.
Listen, I'm the nigga your mom warned
My
you
shit
about.
tired
Don't come
and
over
burnt up for a
here.
minute.
I don't even want to be in the same room with Dame no more. I
Hey,
get
it is
tested.
what it
He
is.
out here trapping.
You
people.
said we
What's
being
going on?
I got one. It's like-
I just don't feel safe.
No, I'm saying like if a nigga.
I can't take Dave out of town to go do nothing.
I'm giving y'all the game. If a
like,
nigga
I can't
nutted
take
you-
him somewhere and
Never.
take the
If a
chick.
nigga
I'm
nutted
gonna
you,
give
that
away.
was
They gonna
intentional.
have to be for child support.
That was
And
intentional.
daycare.
But what if your pull-out game is weak?
Not intentional.
Right.
Because
She
it-
said-
But what if your pull-out game is weak?
That means you ain't
I'm
trying.
in the Hall of Fame for pull out that. But listen, yeah, they retired my jersey when I had my nigga. But look, dog.
Then how'd you get? I'm about to go ask that
Because I
question.
didn't want to pull out. That's my whole thing.
It was intentional.
If you want to have a kid, you not going to pull out. Listen, bro, I am the nigga that y'all mom warned you about. If you got a lot going for yourself, you
This nigga
gorgeous.
said if your representation
Trap.
game is strong, he is gonna track you.
Oh,
So
God.
basically,
Y'all better
Dame is the
watch out.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, but I'm I'm a good ass baby daddy.
Representation game is
Listen,
strong.
guess what you do? You shoot, plan, execute. Man, let's work it out. Let's have a family. Man, listen,
my
bro,
God.
you can't let go, man.
He got a whole plan ready.
Football team.
Son,
be
you
a
can't-
home
I don't
team
have a
ready.
football team. I
He
got
gonna be
one son.
Dame gonna be a house husband. Dame gonna be a house husband.
Nah, I got
Collecting
me a house
his child support checks.
I can't do that.
With his Gucci loafers and his fur on.
But listen, I'm
Actually,
telling
cancel
you.
Gucci. We take that
Yeah,
back.
we canceled it. I can't wear
Looking like
that.
Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Walking through the house looking like Dave Chappelle.
I'm telling
Showing
you.
up to all the family cookouts with furs
I'm
on and it's
telling
90
you.
degrees. We know you got child support
Bruh,
money.
if I tell my, listen, bruh, if she a good woman, she got a lot going for herself.
Ooh, he said that representation
And they can
game
work
is
out.
strong, he locking it down.
Shoot.
You on trap?
Shoot. What
No.
they hitting for?
Nothing.
Shoot. Shoot.
That's all I'm getting.
Dame, you got a girlfriend?
No.
Dang, man. What's
Whoever's
going
messing
on,
with
man?
Dame, inbox me right now. We need to talk.
Stop. Don't do that.
Inbox me right now. Tamika Dozier, Facebook me right now.
Hey, and if you hit the nigga inbox, come with the mask, bro, the motherfucking candle wax, your ass is in there.
Girl, you in
Uh-uh.
Molly, you in danger, girl. Molly, you
So
in
how
danger, girl.
am I fucked up? That's fucked up.
Yo,
A little bit. You got a whole plan.
yeah, man.
You
You
done
can't go.
done
Damn! Why is that
Man,
fucked
you
up?
got a whole plan if you giving the nigga some ass or not, so we gotta counteract that
Just
plan.
like babies
It is
don't
what
keep
it is.
niggas, babies is not gonna keep no girl.
You
Yeah,
right.
well, you keep you in my life, you got to deal with me.
You a lie? No, I
Shit.
don't. No, I don't.
Shit,
You
you
know
ain't gonna
what?
want to do it by yourself.
You got it.
It's hard out here nowadays.
You gotta hear from me.
But you
No, I gotta hear
she
from me.
said she got all her own shit. She all
She
everything.
ain't got to hear
What
from
she
you,
need
talk
about?
to you. Nothing.
Man,
She don't need them.
that
No, I got my own shit. I ain't trying to come in there.
No, but he
and fuck up
said
your life. I'm
if
saying,
you got her pregnant,
There you are.
shit, she
No.
want you around and want to keep dealing with you.
Man.
No, you
That's
can't
not
just
always
add a
true.
bum name. If you letting the bummy nigga is nutting you, then that's something
Yes.
you need to check on.
Yeah.
It
That's-
happens sometimes. These
And
niggas
it
What?
get
does.
representation and it don't be real.
All I'm saying
And you
is
slip
It's the
up.
bum dude who got the good pee-pee.
this is all I'm saying. Why I smashed out. Now listen. Some of y'all is beautiful and got a lot going for y'all still.
And you want to ruin it by giving us a child and not.
Wait, we're honest, but y'all let these niggas hit. Y'all know ain't got 50 Cent.
No, that ain't.
No, I ain't
No,
saying-
But
that's
he
facts.
got ambition.
I ain't talking about.
He got a lot of ambition. It don't match his money. He sleep.
Goodness,
He sleep.
I'm gone.
That nigga's in a coma.
This is. What's up?
She said, no, I heard so many niggas say that they purposely trap women. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
That is sad.
So is the tables turned? Because at one point in time it was female.
You better watch who you throw that ass on, nigga. That's what y'all learn from this episode
But,
tonight.
okay, and
Right.
whoever want to get mad at me for saying this, I don't give a shit because I ain't from Louisville. When I moved here, it amazed me how many women took care of men. I could not believe it. I
miss
was
my
like, to
college.
me, that is a. There's certain
I've never had
circumstances.
that.
Hold on,
Me
no,
neither.
listen. There's
And
certain
never
circumstances.
Never will.
There's certain circumstances. If me and you together, you got your shit together, and you get hurt on the job,
That's different.
that's different. There's certain situations that I get, but when you purposely don't want to work, you want to lay up in the
Nah.
house, smoke, drink,
Play
PlayStation,
video games.
Want to be a
I don't play
wannabe rapper, want to be drug dealer,
Hey.
and you ain't moving
Stop.
shit.
But that's the type of
Hey, you
women
what?
y'all get pregnant
No,
by.
no, 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 no.
Cool.
No, I'm just saying in
I
general.
with women's.
I'm saying in general. That's what it's a lot of like. That's what it's a lot of like. That's what you. No, that's what you're seeing because they get pregnant about
No,
it.
no,
That's
no,
what
no.
you're seeing.
No,
It's facts.
No, not even.
You
it's
must got
not
some
even so
bum-ass
much as
nigga
pregnant.
friends.
But what I'm saying is,
No, I read a lot and I see a lot.
What I'm saying is,
Damn,
when I
that's a bum
moved
ass.
here, I didn't understand.
That's
that
why
it
you
was a
see it.
big
It's
thing.
acceptable.
Jackass.
Yeah, but it's acceptable. That's what I was saying earlier.
I've met men who have represented themselves as if they've had their
True.
shit together, this, that, the third, and you start messing around with them, and then life gets real. You move in together, and then you see a whole different side.
I got
They
my.
pulling up in a nice car. All the meantime, it's this other girl they
make you
messing
believe
with.
whatever they want.
Damn.
You don't know. You
That
don't
is
really
true,
know
though.
until you live with them.
Right, you right. You stating facts, but it's
What's
it's
that
still
new
the same
Kevin Hart
thing.
movie?
You still got
with
women
Tiffany
let
Haddish?
niggas live with them who don't pay no bills,
Listen.
and you scared because you at the clinic because you can't afford to go to the doctor.
Listen, I'm the good nigga with a lot of stuff going on.
And you still out here trapping.
Huh?
So basically, ain't nobody safe. It's good niggas out here trapping girls. It's bum niggas
Oh, I
out here
thought
trapping
you
girls.
talking about trapping. So I'm like, hold on, we on radio.
Oh, dang, we gonna get you.
Disclaimers, man.
Oh
Wait
boy.
a minute. Wait a
Hold
minute.
on, wait, we can't talk about that.
No.
We can't talk about that. What you got?
She said there's a difference between good deed and a good man. That is true.
That is very true, because some men
And I'm both, and I'm trapping.
and there's men that are good men with no good dick.
If you're a great woman, I'm sorry, I'm shooting.
Damn.
You got to.
Don't be a bum and not have good D.
That'd be terrible.
Listen,
That'd be terrible.
that's the type these women out here take care of, though.
No.
that's
No,
No.
I'm saying no. You just said
You
it
got
though.
good sex.
You just said it though.
No, I didn't.
You seen it when you moved here.
I said I seen
I
where
said that much.
women.
That's what I'm saying.
But the hell, they got good dick.
I will say that if a woman is taking care of you, you
There
are
is
knocking her
something
down.
You put it
You
down
got
right.
that, your top game is good. You done emotionally got that woman trapped some kind
Absolutely.
of way. There is something you've done.
I got
sex
a
will
look.
keep you trapped.
Look. I got a brother. Is he love my brother that whole bomb, but he get all his baby mama tax money every year, and he'll take care of the kid.
He probably
He
got
got
good
it.
pipe.
No,
Man,
no, he ain't hit a couple of them. He still get the money.
He got
probably
good. He
pipe.
got mouthpiece.
Good mouthpiece,
He's
yeah.
talking them into some shit. He got them emotionally and
I'm gonna
mentally
flip this,
trapped.
baby. I'm gonna flip this for you, baby. I'm gonna bring this back.
He's got
I'm gonna get on with
they
this.
minds is trapped some kind of way. I'm sorry.
Kid,
Some good sex and kept me in a situation before.
They tried to drop.
Lord,
It wasn't
Jesus.
hard. It wasn't
I
hard.
ain't
All right.
Had it plugged into, it's not working.
So I got a question.
Go for it.
Who's accountable for cheating?
The person who cheats. Period. The person who's in a
Both
relationship.
parties really can be accountable.
Nope.
It's the person who makes the decision to go out and do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you have the option to go out and actually partake in the action instead of actually. Now, you have to exhaust the possibilities. You have to talk to the person. That's the communication aspect that we were talking about. Once you exhaust all the possibilities, you're going to have to come to the realization that we are, the person I'm trying to compromise with isn't willing to compromise. And B, what am I going to do about it? Are you going to go out and cheat? Or are you going to go ahead and end what you guys got going on and say, you know what, whatever it is that whatever it is we're doing, it just is not working. We've talked about it. I see that you're not coming off of your position. Instead of me going to do something outside of what we've got going on, we might need to just go ahead and end it. You have the choice to do one of the two. So it's on the person who goes out and cheats as far as that situation goes.
A man finally said it. Thank God.
I mean, it's true. I mean, it's you have the choice in your mind as far as whether or not you're going to go forth with it or you're just going to...
I'm going to let Tamika speak for the female nation.
The person accountable is the person who's doing the cheating. Flat out. I don't care if it's the man, if it's the woman. The person that they are cheating with is not accountable. It is not their responsibility. It may not speak much to their character, but they don't owe you anything. And I hate that. I hate, like, we got this whole...
we're about to talk about that.
Okay, will we wait on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to wait on it. I'm going to wait on it.
Wait on that one.
I'm going to wait on it. But yeah, like, it is the person who you are in a relationship with. It is their responsibility to be honest. It is their responsibility to say no. It is their responsibility to have the conversation. That's it, and that's all.
The phone things, they need to plug in the phone.
Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm messing up the radio.
Okay. So here's where I was about to go with what she just said.
Plug it in the charger behind you on the wall. Left side.
So I have an issue with what you were just about to say. I don't understand why it is when someone gets caught cheating, or some cheating happens, why are we going after the other person? Not the person you with. Y'all are crucifying and vilifying the now.
Because it's easier to do.
Now, hear what I'm going to say. If it's a person that is close to your situation and knows your situation, yes, they should be held accountable too. But the first person you should be going after to me is the person you with. Why?
It's your mate. It's your mate is who is ultimately, in my opinion, responsible, because that is the person that you have a relationship with, that you have built this commitment with. Even if one of your friends is the person that they cheat with, right? Clearly, that was never your friend
At all.
right? And so that speaks to that person's character.
Right.
Ultimately, are you responsible? Yes, you are, but I'm not worried about you. I don't have nothing to say with you. No,
I'm not the person, laying in the bed next to me.
Right. I didn't make a commitment with you. I made a commitment with whoever I was in a relationship with, and they are the person who violated that. Now, you have violated our friendship and our trust and all these other things, and so therefore, I'm going to cut you off that way. But the person that I was in a relationship with, you are the person who owed me that what word am I looking for? You owed me that option, right? You owed me enough respect to say, hey, this happened, this is happening, blah, 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 blah. And if you don't give me that and you don't do that, then it's not happening.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fellas are coming back on in.
Welcome back, Charles Gambino, Kid Cudi.
Listen, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Hashtag Kid Gambino. The chocolate Kid
We got a
Gambino.
question.
We got a question over there?
Ray said men are physical, women are emotional. Men cheat off of affection, women usually off of reaction.
Facts.
What? We
Well, I
asked
didn't
who
hear-
are we holding accountable, Ray?
He's breaking down the reasoning and logic.
Okay. I think he
Probably to himself
Okay.
and his
But
friends.
out
Yeah, but he.
No, the question I asked was, why is it that we go after the other person, not the person you in the relationship with that cheated, but everybody wants to go after and vilify the person they cheated with?
You never check the person that your mate cheated on you with, you check.
I mean, and this is, I'm as a female saying,
That
I
person
don't
know
get
you
the
shit.
theory of why am I calling the next bitch because I found her number and trying to check her for what? Nigga, why you got her number? Let me talk to you. Let's come here. Me
Trying
you
to
the
take it all
corner.
the cheaters.
Dang,
that just happened
to me like 2 months ago.
Like, did the dude go after the other dude when he caught his chick cheating, or did he go
Yeah, high
after the
school
female?
used to do childish shit like that, but
I've heard of situations where the man, especially like y'all don't understand. I see these damn TV shows like Snapped and shit, and they got all kind of damn titles for them now. This shit be real life situations where people do some crazy shit. There have been situations in real life in the United States history where men have literally caught their woman cheating and killed him, tied her ass up, and tortured her for 30 days. This shit really happens.
So it's not. I guess you have to see in that situation both of them got it.
But my thing is, in that situation, that's a little crazy. That's a little psycho.
Yeah.
Fuck that, I'm out. I'm going to, tear up some shit, bleed some shit.
I'm
maybe.
not doing no time for nobody.
But I'm not going to
I
prison
agree.
because I killed you because you fucks. What the hell? No. But what I guess I'm saying is, in the society of today, you hear that a lot of people. This nigga's really just he's whispering. I mean,
Dame's got to make an exit.
get out of here.
Yeah, next week I'm back. I don't want you. She just gave me a hell of a meme.
Well, there's a conversation we had. How much time we got left?
It's up to you.
It's 10:30.
All right, y'all, we about to cut this. I'm gonna do my diva talk and recap in a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna close this out real quick. I'm gonna give away 2 more tickets during the diva talk recap, y'all. So give me 30 minutes. We'll be back. Y'all know we got a second hour of the show. Dang, hold on. But y'all, we're gonna make a part 2 of this conversation.
Most definitely.
I think we need to have a part 2 of this conversation. So y'all, thank y'all for tuning in for hour 1. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. So stay tuned for the next set of tickets to be given away. Thanks.